is Ecko Media, connecting voices. Ecko Media, connecting voices. This is Ecko Media, connecting voices.
As people believe say, the month of Ramadan for do fighting them to other people them, the JMB movement don't extend hand to the military. This annual Ramadan donation don't continue for bring hope and encouragement to different communities. This can strengthen the spirit of togetherness and compassion among the people of Salone. The president of Sierra Leone, Julius Maada Bio, with the First Lady, Mrs. Fatima Maada Bio, through the JMB Women and Associates, to extend the annual Ramadan fund donation at Kokri Military Barracks, Western Area Urban. The ceremony will take place na the barracks suicide and present different food items like one bag rice, sugar, oil and other basic commodities for help support military man then and the family during the holy month of Ramadan. The donation na part of the yearly initiative where the First Lady and the JMB Women and Associates do for show love, care, support to communities across the country. During the presentation, the representative from the JMB Women and Associate group say Ramadan a time for give, show kindness and unity. It continue for say the President and First Lady believe say important to remember the man and woman them where they serve the nation, especially during the holy month of Ramadan.
His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio and his wife Madam Fatima Maada Bio for say the next month sooner kati for the soldier. And soon I know say they are those in our brigadier. Now not so so you don't forget to now. The mommy said we married to man elect man, wait till the man like back play like up. And that like he said, don't we come, don't bring down this small tuna kati for una. It's small from them. But don't accept her in good faith. Yeah, for the last 10 days, and also at the 5th time at the mosque, we wait for the net food for the baker. This way they do so, we don't do all over the country. From first month starts the one, we don't turn around Sierra Leone. Now Western area and the last, because that is the and they need a past Western area. So the yesterday and today, now we do Western area. This that way His Excellency and WEF, they do. Every year they do. Not all man they get. Even God said they give, they give everybody the same time. So we now wait 40 days forget, alhamdulillah. You are not 40 days, mashallah, next year God will provide for them again. So now that way, then they talk say, they don't want anything. Always they want no more now. Now they defend this country. Now I don't sacrifice for una life for this country. Now more need peace pass we self. Because if the peace not there, now una na challenge for una. So long na continue to pray for this country. One day when before say that they plan anything that it will let God change them.
Lieutenant Colonel Alhaji Abubakar Siddiqui Kamara, the first chief imam na the military say, and gladly and tell thank you to the President and First Lady for where they remember them. And in talk say, them believe in loyalty, discipline, peace and hard work, and not to the first time where they give them food items na the holy months. And continue for talk say, the support could help Boko soldiers them and their family during the holy month of Ramadan. And he say, where the headquarters don't get, that don't also mean say, the entire military don't get.
The Mami they don't do fantastic party there for we are like we say like there Ramadan, the kind of headquarters now invite the entire family. We eat nothing, past man there to care in the house. So it's not to the first now. Every year it get one for we. So where the military headquarters don't receive this, it means that the entire army don't receive it. And indeed I will make sure say all the Aslaf, the imams and the army, I will send on our forum. When I don't snap, yes, I will send on the forum, tell them, say that this one will not come. Of course, the prayer we will not retire. There's no money where we see the Esnaya. They force the lead prayer, and prayer they start with the president. And they pray for the president, and they pray for the country, they pray for all the general ranking officers.
For News Brief, Christiana Mama Forede reports.
From January 28 to March 7 this year, the fuel pump price don't go up 3 times. The pump price come up from 25 leon to 28 leon 50, when a 14% add. And now na leon 32 per liter, when a 12.28% add. This don't make transport price safe don't add. The authority wey responsible for set the price not set them yet. And this delay don't make driver and the apprentice versus passenger them can they make plaba but almost them for pay for the side where then they go. Sometimes then the passenger can buckle keke rider them for the change. Ecko Media go waka na Lumley pack them for see how keke rider them and passenger they do after the fuel price don't go up. Chief Air Commander na the National Secretary General for Commercial Tricycle Union. He been say keke rider and passenger them can they meet up because price list not the yet.
So normally some people them how them don't pay, but that same payment we get issue with we and the passengers them. So it don't give we a tough time. We don't get a series of complaints them where it happen. Like the Minister of Transport and Aviation, mostly where the increasement of fuel price they come, make them not go to delay for full price list. Because the price list also itself can affect. That one they make they get a lot of challenges them. Because normally some people, passenger they can say where the price list, we want to see them from this point to this point. Because if I can recall from the time where the fuel increasement on the take up to now, then we able to get price list it. So that is one of the problems, and that one the way we serve the facing the challenge between the passengers and the keke riders.
It been same way so say if passenger then see transport price they go up, make them not blame the rider them. Now because fuel price don't go up.
More especially the passengers them. If una they see price increasement, una self una not blame with the riders them. Because now how fuel price they go up, now so we sell the increase with volume. You see, instead of sometimes we say it be 7 leon, it can be 8 leon. We say it can be 8 leon, it can be 9 leon based on the distance. Because we get some long distances them, not to 1 leon increasement can be per annum. So because of the challenges and they facing, they will understand we serve. Please, me to talk to all the passengers them. We not blame we. Because the fuel price now it don't increase between 1 month and 1 week. So we serve the really easy for me. And also not only the fuel, but people like always the thought and fit say now when fuel price go up, then transport they go up. Even the keke today where we the talk show now 80,600,000 something like that one day. All the parties are not expensive towards the machine there, and besides they know they last for long. If they fix something today, they tell you say this stuff from the importer where the cow then pay apart there. At the end of the day, sometimes you use them by keke like 1 week they don't well. So with the challenges and they facing them.
Marian bin go take keke na Lumley. He been say the fuel price wey don ace up, they make the way out the waka don't slow and hard because transport don't dear.
It make me movement dey slow and hard because sidewalk blanks go for 10 leon, now na 20 leon. Even if you say 50 leon, no dey do am. Then go say 17 or 20. And me like me personally I can walk take on Lumley, then I can take keke or bike for even safe side from Lumley to like good in the guy who keep pay like then 7. Now that they say low give waiting 14 ba 15 years 15 years. I say wait just play like this, so it really bad.
Mohammed S. Charles, they ride keke from Lumley to Bobo. He been say the 3 step where the fuel pump price don't jump, they monitor them, and some passenger can even buckle them for them change.
When the passenger they draw no easy because this 3 step where the fuel don't take from 25 to 28 to 32 now, it's not easy because the passenger they don't expect them. Okay, don't tell us if fuel don't go up. Some man they even buckle you for a change. I like they tell I know they understand. But we they go at lost. We they ride at them because some man no you know understand say feel longer. Wait till I know one know. They go take in change from you. And for let you know responsible somebody, embarrassment, but he can't change. So please with the big Papa government, this feel let us steady one side. Don't understand we say free and the passengers them. And we feel they go up now so things and they go up now market. Easy for picking the they pay school fee for them. You see, we say for the ride, not easy for we.
Keke rider then say, let the fuel pump price steady one place. For Ecko Media Use Brief, Nelson Cocker, they report.
Like other government-established institutions, the Office of the Ombudsman serve there for the watch and solve maladministration at department and public sector them. Now, been Thursday, March 12, 2026, Ecko Media been go work at the Office of the Ombudsman at Charlotte Street, inside Freetongue. The Ombudsman Emmanuel Sa Tondone Esquire, where him be the talk, tell Ecko Media about the mandates and waiting at them functions.
The Ombudsman's Office initially set out in the Constitution, Section 146, and then he established, 146 give the Parliament power for establish the office. And the act, when the Ombudsman's Act, now they will mandate day. I think the focus and the thrust of we mandate now for investigate, receive complaints from citizens or residents of Sierra Leone and deal with them complaints, which is investigation. And after we don't investigate in accordance with the laws, then we govern the specific institutions, then we make a recommendation. Now, when we make that recommendation, we can also make a suggestion for a change of law or a change of certain specific policies, and that we recommendation. And we can follow up and see whether that recommendation they be done or implemented.
Where in be they talk, it continue for make mention, but then successes and challenges.
Now, where individuals and they were them in suspend for 6 months because they've been late for work, we don't able to close that issues there with the relevant institution, and don't pay them backlog. We don't get a situation where individuals then don't unfairly dismiss them or terminate their services. We don't able to make recommendation for them reinstatement. We don't get situations them during the tenure. We don't get situations them where individuals them pension not be paid. We don't get the relevant institution for repay. We don't get individuals them where they work in a government printing press or whether not the Ministry of Information, where they don't treat them unfairly for reverse their decisions and then reinstate them. And we also don't get a success with the blind school. When they get their own challenge, we provide the support for them needed, and we'll be able to get the various successes in there. One of the challenges we get is basically presence. Presence in the sense that we get 4 regional offices. We get Nabo, where they cover the entire south. We get Kenema, where they cover the entire east. We get Putloko, where they cover the northwest or northwest. Then we get Namakeni, where they cover the northeast. I think one of the challenges we all know and acknowledge where we work towards now for basically give people them access to the office of the ombudsman. So somebody where they can only for travel 4 hours come Kenema or travel 2 hours go Makeni for go lay complaint of maladministration. That's in itself the disadvantage them, and that might challenge somebody where they put your no need for commodity for can Kailan, somebody where they can be a no need for commodity for can put local. I think that's now one of the challenges. And another challenge where we get is we not get a centralized data system. What do I mean by that one day? They get challenges if something they happen at Putloko, pass a call Putloko or ask for let them bring the files from Putloko Kandong na Freetown.
The ombudsman say then they only look at private sectors where if they're not forbidden day, government forbid don't step in.
You can recall say during the period where I don't get at least 10 or 15 complaints from individuals where they say the week number 1 morning in the company act basically sack them all. Now, there are 2 things to them. One of the suggestions we did deal with and where we think say we for look at. Now, private companies then where they provide specific services where if they're not been there, government will step in and provide them services. So if you look at telecommunication, that industry, if no telecommunication company not been there Sierra Leone, government for stepping and provide. You look at some private hospitals. So we they look at them while we not reach that side, we they look at them say specific institutions, though private, but the ombudsman forget power for come in and look at decisions them we then don't take.
He add say they no ever get situation who side the other party no work with them recommendations them. Now that make then they work with both parties. It continues for say the ARSLAF na the institution we always ready for work with them. Tigi one and my guy no can comply with them easily. And it continue for say if at all the institution not comply, then they will involve the president and parliament.
I want to commend the army, the ARSLAF, for being arguably the most compliant institutions, followed by NASIT and so on, and arguably the worst, the non-compliant Namagai. And we reiterate that point there for obvious reasons. Now, when we do a recommendation, we make sure that during the complaint, the investigation, and the conclusion, we look at every information we available to we from both sides. Because once the complaint we tell the complainant say we don't get harm, then we write to the individual institution say, now this person don't can lay complaint to. Let me hear it from you, your side. So it's a process where we generally work in collaboration with the other side. Now, for the recommendations, then we don't make so far from where I don't reach here. People don't comply with everything. Now, without low assume without conceding, saying institution not comply, we get the responsibility now when we do a report for one, follow up with the head of the institution. So in other words, the minister, the director general, or any other head of the institution, and they forget a discussion with us and say, una need for implement this. Now, if they not implement that one day, we get also the right and the power for go up to His Excellency the President of the Republic and say, we don't make a recommendation against this institution for do X, Y, Z, then don't refuse for letting act on them. And very seriously, because of the gravity of them, they give them a specific timeline for act. If you don't act, then we need for take and go parliament. The reason why, because we power come from the constitution and parliament that they represent.
For Ecko Media News Brief, Khadija Tusoso Marade reports.
This is Ecko Media, connecting voices. Ecko Media, connecting voices. This is Ecko Media, connecting voices.